Good evening and welcome to the 9th EMS Academy graduation. I would like the graduates to please take the stage. Graduates, please be seated. Tonight, we celebrate the 22 hardworking young adults who persevered through 14 weeks of intensive training, which has led them to this celebration tonight. They have spent 240 hours in class and at least that much time out of class studying and honing their skills. They now know how to stabilize trauma victims, deliver babies, and perform CPR. This is the first class to also receive 14 hours of financial literacy training from Camper Fiscally Fit. Tonight, we have a number of distinguished guests here to recognize the hard work these young adults, the support of their families, and all that went into making this academy successful. At this time, I would like to invite Reverend Gloria Roach Thomas of Camper Memorial United Methodist Church to give the invocation.
Good evening. Congratulations, graduates. Let us be in an attitude of prayer. God, we thank you this evening of graduation for these students, their families, and their instructors. Gracious creating God, we are grateful for the vision and for the funding for such a program as this in our city of St. Paul. We give thanks tonight that the hard work of these graduates paid off. We also give thanks for them showing up, for them studying, for following procedures, and for being responsible. Thank you, God, tonight for the opportunity to honor them and the people who helped to make this possible. And finally, tonight, gracious God, allow these graduates to be reminded of the awesome task and the awesome responsibility that is being placed in their hands. This graduation is not an ending, it's just the beginning. So God, beyond tonight, give them courage, give them strength to be healthy, wholesome, and productive citizens who will make a difference in our society. Let us celebrate and bless this evening. Amen.
In 2009, Mayor Coleman recognized the need for culturally, linguistically, and ethnically diverse workers in St. Paul's emergency medical services. To address this need, the EMS Academy was created, and now these 22 graduates join their 129 predecessors as alumni of the EMS Academy. None of this would have been possible without Mayor Coleman's support of this program. I would now like to invite Mayor Coleman to share the stage and say a few words.
Thank you so much, Jesse, and to all of you that are here on this absolutely glorious evening in the city of St. Paul that has been long in coming. We're very excited to have you all here and to celebrate the graduation of these 22 folks that enter the ranks of prepared medical personnel that can handle a variety of situations. And now, thanks to the financially fit classes that you were taking as well, having the skills to be really prepared in life to deal with household budgets and your own careers and challenges. I just think it's a wonderful combination that we have presented here, and a wonderful thing to see all your faces as we sit up here on the stage. I forget about sometimes when we started this 8 classes ago, this being the 9th, what we were really trying to accomplish. What we really understood was that we weren't doing enough to open up doors of opportunity for our young people, particularly for our people of color, particularly for people that may have come from an immigrant family, families that may have never sent one of their own to college or to school beyond high school. But we knew that there was a desire to learn the skills that you have all learned during the course of your training. We knew that this was a path forward for us to diversify the ranks of our firefighters, our medical personnel, and we knew it was important not just for the people that would graduate from this class, but all the people that you will serve. Those are situations that you go into where someone has been hurt, where someone is prepared to give a birth, any number of medical emergencies, any number of situations. To see a person that looks like them, to see someone that may speak their language when their first language is not English, to see someone that maybe understands the struggles that they've gone through in a way that not everyone might understand that is an incredibly important thing, and it's an incredibly important gift that we give to the community when we send you out into this force as a force into the community to make sure that our community is just simply well served. It is in so many different ways, a situation where a good idea has taken off and just continued to grow. I didn't know when we started this in 2009 that we would still be graduating classes in 2014. But it became so clear that we needed to do this, and it became so clear that the results of it were really to have a better medical services, to have better prepared firefighters and EMS personnel that go out into our community. And so it is my hope that we can continue to do that. But one of the ways that we're going to do this is for you all to spread the word about your experiences. Now, don't talk about how hard it was. We don't want to discourage people, but I know that this has been a hard hurdle that you've overcome. They're not easy on you because we need you to be prepared. We need you to know what to do in any medical situation, in any emergency situation. And when you have confidence in your skills, that is translated to the people that you're serving. It is translated to the people that are in fear, that are afraid, that don't know necessarily what's going on. And when you walk into that room, when you walk into that situation and you have confidence because you know that you've been well trained, it gives confidence and comfort to the people that you'll be serving. This is an exciting thing in the city of St. Paul, and it reflects our values. It reflects our values that we are a community where all can do well. It reflects our value that we are a community that serves all. It reflects the value of the city of St. Paul that the disparities that we've seen too often between white communities and community colors have to end and have to close as quickly as we can possibly do that. And we know that education and training is the best way that we can possibly do that. So today we graduate 22. You come on a long line of 8 prior classes before you, and hopefully you will be a part of a long tradition going into the future. But at the end of the day, this is about service to your community, and hopefully in the way that we have served you by providing this opportunity for you to learn, to grow, and to gain the skills that you need to be successful in life. I look forward to someday having some of you or many of you on our fire department. Test in July, right, Chief?
Yes, sir.
Begins. So we're hoping that you'll be a part of that. And when we increase the ranks in the diversity of our ranks in the fire department, in every department in the city, and in private business as well as the public sector, then we will be doing what we need to do as a city to truly make this a welcoming city for all, a city of equality for all, a city where all can thrive. Today, you take a giant leap forward into that future city that we're so proud to be a part of. Congratulations for your hard work. Best of luck to you in the future. Thank you very much.
Station 51 Freedom House, home to the EMS Academy, is located in the hub of activities in St. Paul's Ward 2. Tonight, we are honored to have Ward 2 Council Member Dave Thune, whose support of education, inclusion, public safety, and the expansion of Regents Hospital, where the EMS Academy clinicals take place, and makes the EMS Academy possible. I would now like to invite Council Member Thune up to share some words of encouragement with the graduating class.
Congratulations, you look very smart, very wise, and very prepared. Although no one here should go into labor, early just to test them. Let's let them get out on the street first. Believe me, I know how hard you've worked. A long time ago, because I'm very old, I was an EMT. And I went through the training, I went through the testing, which made me very nervous, but I came out of it a better person. And I didn't choose to go into the medical profession, I chose to go into politics. But believe me, it takes a certain amount of calmness and preparedness to deal with that as well. So you're well suited for almost any profession that you might choose. But I hope you stay in the medical service. I hope you go on and take the test for firefighter, either here or in other cities, because it's the kind of person that you are and you've become is who we need out in the city and the streets. Someone who can take charge of a situation, who can assess what should be done, what needs to be done, and protect the people you're working with, protect the bystanders. There's so much on your shoulders as you go forward in this career, and I just, again, want to tell you how thankful I am that you chose to take this up. I either drive or walk by Old Station 1s every day, and I've seen you out there and working and training and preparing yourself. As Mayor Coleman said, the door has been opened, and I'm very glad that you have chosen to walk through it. Keep walking, keep advancing, and we're very proud of you. Thank you very much.
There are many partners involved in the EMS Academy. One of those partners who is a key player is our St. Paul Fire Department. I would like to invite our Chief of the St. Paul Fire Department, Tim Butler, to come up and share some remarks.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tim Butler, the St. Paul Fire Chief. I brought along a little friend of mine today just for some moral support. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the city's 9th EMS Academy. Please let me extend my congratulations to the graduates today and also to their families and supporters throughout the city that made this class and this EMS Academy such a successful and life-changing program. There are 22 graduates today. I remember the first class, we actually had to take chairs out of the first row so it didn't look empty. There were 6 graduates. This is our largest and our most successful class to date, and I'm told the best class there's been. Do you agree? Yeah. Now, I probably upset a lot of the alumni, but I won't argue with you there. I consider all the classes to be the best. For the graduates and their families, let's take a moment to reflect on your journey so far. Think about where you came from, your family, your home, your neighborhood. Think about the career options you had before the EMS Academy, the challenges that you overcome to be there. Think about the doubts and the obstacles that you had to overcome. Think about the long hours of studying. And think about the joy you felt when it all paid off and you got your FSDAP results back and you passed. Congratulations. 14 weeks ago, your career may have been somewhat shapeless and without a purpose, like a raw chunk of native Minnesota iron ore. But at the EMS Academy, you were forged, you were shaped, you were given a special purpose. You were tempered by academic and physical challenges, and you became really tough. You've been honed to an edge. And now, you're nationally certified emergency medical technicians and ready to become a member of a professional caregiving team. An extremely valuable and versatile member of the team, a great tool in the toolbox of patient care, like my friend Halligan here. As many of you know, this is a Halligan bar or a Halligan tool. It's a firefighter's crowbar, but it's way more than just a mere crowbar. It has 3 unique features that make it truly an exceptional tool. It has a fork on one end, it has a blade, and it has a spike or a pick. It's heavy, it's substantial, it holds up well under use, and it has dozens and dozens of uses in the hands of a trained professional. The Halligan is the Swiss Army knife of the firefighter's hand tools. The Halligan was designed by a deputy chief from New York City named Hugh Halligan in 1948. It too started off as a raw piece of native iron ore. and it was forged, and it was shaped, and it was given a special purpose, and it was honed until it became the most versatile tool in firefighting history. 12 pounds of solid practical perfection. It can be used to extend your reach while you're doing a search for fire victims. The spike can be used to break open a padlock, or you can jam it into the roof of a building and give yourself a foothold. It can be used to pry open almost anything. It can be used like a baseball bat or a battering ram to open doors or accesses that are blocked to you. The tool can be placed up against a wall or a fence to give you a step up. The Halligan tool's become the most versatile firefighting hand tool in history. It's used and loved by almost every firefighter in the nation because it's simple, it does so many things so well, there's no moving parts, which makes it great for us who have to replace them, and it's as tough as the folks that use it. The EMS Academy and distinguished graduates like yourselves are a lot like this Halligan tool. The EMS Academy can extend your reach and search for a better job or a better career. And EMS Academy graduates can definitely extend the fire department's reach into the diverse communities that live in St. Paul. The EMS Academy can be used to give you a stable footing in the job market or a step up out of poverty, and definitely can be the first step on a career path that leads to paramedicine, firefighting, or nursing. The EMS Academy can be used to gain that professional access. Your diverse language skills are already opening doors in our community that have been locked to us for so long. EMS Academy graduates have been opening doors for us and for our city for the last 5 years. You bring language skills, a deep cultural competence, and a demonstrated professionalism and compassion for our patients. Through your pioneering work, the city has added new services and new programs in EMS, and I believe that the EMS Academy graduates will in time become the most versatile and the most valued tools in our toolbox, just like the Halligan. I might add that when Hugh Halligan developed this tool, it was not originally used by the New York City Fire Department. It was really adopted widespread by the Boston Fire Department first. But the firefighters in New York saw how versatile and how valuable it was. They went out and bought it with their own money, and pretty soon it became an accepted practice. So hang in there, be tough. You may not always be accepted where you go, but in time you'll become the most versatile and valuable tools in our toolbox. My congratulations to all the graduates today. What you've achieved is a wonderful testament to your dedication, your hard work, and your superior preparations. You've attained a national EMT certification, and today you'll take the oath of office as an emergency medical technician, and very few people in St. Paul can say that they've accomplished that. More than that, you've set your feet on a path that'll take you and your family to a lifetime of stability and satisfaction. And I hope along the way you'll save some lives and bring comfort to people who are sick and injured and the neighbors that live here in St. Paul. That will be a life-changing experience for you and for the people who live here. I wish you all the very best on your future endeavors, and I congratulate you on your graduation today.
My group members, for them to call me, to text me whenever they needed, whether it be for a test, whether it would be for homework, or whether they were having a bad day. I'm so happy to tell you all that my 7 group members are sitting upon this stage with me tonight. These past 14 weeks have been the best and the hardest, but along the way we had awesome support from our TAs. They would stay late, come in on their days off to remediate for exams, to help us get skills down packed, because all they wanted was for us to succeed. These guys and girls have seen us at our best and our worst. They were there to listen when we needed, a shoulder to cry on, to vent, or just to lean on. These TAs made our afternoon scenarios possible, always had us on our toes, and just always being prepared. So on behalf of myself and my classmates, I want to say thank you to Kayla, Ulyser, Sydney, Nicole, Anne, Tiana, and all the volunteers that came in for this academy. I also want to thank our instructors, Ben, Kathy, Mike, Jen, our supervisor, Ken Adams, Chief Simpson, and Chief Butler, and all the behind-the-scenes individuals that may help this program run. You all have taught us so much that we will take through into our careers, whether it become paramedics, firefighters, or a different career. You all have inspired us and believed in us and pushed us to our breaking points. So thank you all so much. I am proud of our class. We made it, guys. But I want to leave my classmates with a quote that sums up these last 14 weeks. Once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain, when you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked in. So thank you, friends and family, for coming and supporting us tonight.
I speak on behalf of my fellow classmates when I say it's an honor to be here tonight, and we're so grateful for our family and friends to be here with us, to support us just as much as we sacrificed. A lot of our families and our friends sacrificed too. So thank you so much. 3.5 months ago, my classmates and I entered the academy not knowing what we were getting ourselves into. We had no idea that we were entering into a program that would demand everything of us. Long sleepless nights doing homework, remediating for exams, our social life. What's social life, right? But this goes to show the kind of character that stand before you or sit before you here today. My classmates and I, when we were challenged to sacrifice and fight, we did not throw in the towel. But instead, we got in the ring and we went all 12 rounds. Even though there were a lot of our classmates who unfortunately quit. Although the academy taught us how to be an EMT and how to work in public service, we did not realize that it would teach us something even more simple and even more fundamental. And the thing that gets at every human heart, the academy taught us how to accept and to be a family. In many ways, you look at these students and myself, you could just tell automatically we're different. We had different skin colors, different religions, different thoughts. Our cultures are differently. I tasted so many different foods. But there was no way we can get through this academy if we did not know how to accept each other, and if we did not know how to become a family. And I truly mean that these people sitting before me have become a part of my family. So, to wrap this up, I'd like to address my class. We're not just celebrating a certificate in which we will be handed, thanks be to God, but even more so, we are celebrating the fact that we stood at the bottom of a mountain and we stand here today on top. So I want to end sort of like Leah with a phrase. It's actually a song lyric. Some of you may know it, but the song lyric kept us going while we were in the academy. Started from the bottom, and now we're here. Good night.
You know, I had the opportunity on many occasions to walk through the class, running in for meetings or dropping by. And I'm always amazed at the things that are on the table, hanging on the wall. And there's no doubt in my mind that you cannot get through this without each other. And I think, you know, you guys really came together, worked together, did some amazing things to be able to have all of you sitting up here today. And I'd like to congratulate you guys again for all of your hard work, and to all of your family and friends who stuck by you as you probably didn't see them very much, and you got to know the inside of a fire station very well and probably didn't get to see the outside a whole lot. So thank you to the family and friends of the graduates. Without your support, they wouldn't be here today.
If we're ready to begin, Ahmed.
Got to wait for the Kodak moment. Come on.
We should have practiced that one more time, shouldn't we, guys? Khalees Allen. Fernanda Ambrosio. Atia Arthur. Glenn Blankenship. Angelia Carrion. Deontay Compton. Gina Ellis. Alfredo Gonzalez Perez. Joseph Horner. Min Kim. Hu-Chi Lee. John Martinez. Khadija Paris. Damian Santiago. Wong Tao. Xavier Turner. Mai Nong Vang. Shayla Velasquez. Carlton Williams. All 6'7" of them. Adrian Wood. And Thomas Young, Jr. Let him get back to his seat real quick. Okay, just to the step. Okay, let's graduate. And Chief Butler, if you would like to give the oath.
If the graduating students will please rise for the oath.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. Be it pledged as an emergency medical technician. I will honor all physical and judicial laws. I will follow that regimen which, according to my abilities and judgment, I consider for the benefit of patients. I consider for the benefit of my patients. I shall abstain from whatever is damaging and mischievous, nor shall I suggest any such counsel. Into whatever homes I enter, I will go into them for the benefit of only the sick and injured, never revealing what I see or hear in the lives of men and women unless required by law. I shall also share my medical knowledge with those who may benefit from what I have learned. I will serve unselfishly and continuously in order to help make a better world for all. While I continue to keep this oath honored, may it be granted to me to enjoy life and the practice of the art, respected by all humanity in all times. Should I trespass or violate this oath, may the reverse be my fate. Ladies and gentlemen, the spring 2014 class of the EMS Academy.